I miss you guys. I am doing a fun little fall wallet, and it's funny because I got the inspiration from an old mini album tutorial, but I kind of changed it a little bit. So I've got this little fun pocket here. You just open it up. I just Velcroed mine. You can do, twine, whatever. It doesn't have to be Velcro if you don't have it. And you just open it, and you've got this little pocket here. And I've got this fun flip. And I've got even a fun little like belly band here. And remember, we're doing this with just two 6x8 papers, or you can cut them up. I'm just going to show you how I kind of do mine with 6x8. We have our little top pocket, and I'm wondering if some of you remember this. I did change just one step of the old album, and you go like this. And of course, if you do want it to be a mini album, you can turn it this way, but I just have it as a wallet right now. So, and then, I'm sorry, you have a little back pocket here. So, happy fall. It's almost there, right? I think the official day. All right, so I want you to grab, let's see here. Hopefully my patterns come out okay, because definitely want to use things that are forgiving, I guess, depending which way your album was. So grab two 6x8 papers and kind of just pick which one you want your cover to be or inside. I don't know which way I'm going to flip mine yet because I cannot remember until after I'm done scoring. So grab your scoreboard and let's put it by the 8-inch side here. And where is my measurements? So this is actually going to be a really easy one. This is really easy. So we're going to take, at the 8-inch score, we're going to do 4 inches. And then we're going to turn it and do it at 3 inches. Now, if you're a newbie, this is a fun way, this first step is a fun way to make a really easy album without even like doing all this other stuff. So if you take your paper, and you should have 4 boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And I'm just going to kind of bend this around a little bit so you guys can really see that score line when I'm cutting it. And then we're just going to pick one of these. Okay, so this is the longer side, so your 8-inch side. So we're going to take that and just cut like a line and pick one side. So I'm going to cut this up to that other score line in the middle. So it's just like that. And this is a very, very old, fun little tutorial. And basically what you just do is take it and you can like fold it back, whichever way you want. And then we just take it and you have a little album there. So you have your front cover and your back. It's okay, Bandit. So if you let me do that again, let me just start. Bandit, it's okay. There's another dog barking. It's all right, buddy. So our cut's on the bottom. So just fold it and go like this, okay? And then it's all right. It's just a dog, honey. And then we'll just... Do you guys hear him? He's growling. It's all right. And then we go like this. Am I the only one with a dog on the internet that constantly interrupts? I want to know if there's any more crafty people out there that have to go through what I'm going through. Bandit, it's okay. And I'm just going to add a little punch right here. He'll stop in a minute, I promise. Hey, 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 hey. No, it's okay. All right. And then we're going to glue this. So obviously our album's going to be like this because it's a wallet, or you can make it this way, whichever way you want. So let me go ahead and glue that. And if you're going to distress, make sure you do all that. Oh my goodness, I can't get this out. I just put it in, but maybe the glue dried in it. All right, I got it. So let me pop that right here. So I'm just making a little L. And yes, I've been busy running around with all my little booths and all that, so I haven't had time. It's like it's constantly occupying my mind. So I was like, I am going to force myself to do this, and I was inspired by an old tutorial, so that helped. My paper is not even. I must have cut this really bad. Let me fix this. Yours won't be like that. I know it won't. It's just me. All right, so once you have that, that's that part. And again, if you want this to be your album, let it be your album, but we're just going to keep going. So the next step is take your little second sheet here Now, I don't want to confuse you with this one. This is our other 6x8 paper. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to, and I didn't cut it before because I want you to see what we're doing. So we're going to cut at the 4-inch mark, and so it's going to end up a 4x6, okay? We're going to end up having 2 4x6s. So take your 8-inch side and just cut it at the 4-inch score on your cutting board. And now we have 2 4x6s. Okay, so hopefully that's not confusing. All right. And then, let me see. We're going to take one and put it away. So just leaving this on the side. And now we're going to take this piece, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut it one more time. We're going to cut this. Sorry, I have all my little notes. We're going to cut this at the 2-inch mark. Here. We're going to cut 2 inches. And then we should have a 2x4 and a 4x4. Okay. And this right here is going to be our belly band. So we're going to stick this in the album, and then this piece right here, we're going to score it at the 1-inch mark. I keep putting my stuff down like I'm done using it, and I'm not. I keep putting it down there. All right, so we're going to score this. So it's both 4x4, so it really is wherever your pattern is. We're just scoring at the 1-inch. Okay, and this is going to be our first kind of a little page here. So we're going to take our album, and we're literally just going to stick this in here. And it's going to be right here, and that's going to give us a first fun little flip. I don't know which way I want my paper, though. Let me see. I guess I better put it this way because it's a little too patterny. So if you want to do this, you can. I'm just going to glue it on. And like I said, it's pretty forgiving, whichever way you want to go, sideways or wallet. And you could corner around your edges if you want. So you see how we have that little flip. And then you have your second little piece here. And that's going to be your little belly band. Now, you don't have to put it here because you have a pocket there, so you don't have to do that. You could even wait and put it on the next page. Let's say this last to see where it goes. Now we're going to take our other 4x6 paper. Okay, here it is. And we're going to take it and put it at the 6-inch mark, and we're going to score it here at 1 inch, 4, and 4 1/4. Now, if you want this to be a little higher, you can. Like if I'm making it at 4 and 4 1/4, but let's say you have things kind of hanging up here at the top and you want it to be a little higher, go back just a little bit because it's not too forgiving. You see I have just a little bit of wiggle room. I do wish I had thought about that. If I could do it again, I might take it and put it up at the 4 1/2 and 5-inch mark. Actually 4 1/2, I'm sorry, and 4 1/4 mark. And then it will give you just like that extra space. So you just basically will move it here and here. Little tip, okay? Now we're going to take it and fold that. And then you have a little, I made it so you can have a little wiggle room, so it's like this when we close it. So now go back to our album, and basically your album's going to be completely closed. And then you're going to take this and pop it on the back, and this is going to end up being our cover like that. Oops, sorry. Did you guys see that? Let me do it again, but I'll just glue it on so you can see it. So glue it on the back. And put it on the bottom, your little bottom pocket. And then when your whole album is folded, it's just going to look like that. And you can see I left just a little room because this is a little frumpy, so you don't want it to be completely flat. Wow, I did not really do a good job on cutting my paper. It does not look nice on this end. All right, so there you go. So it should go, when you open it, it's here. I'm sorry, let me turn it this way here. And then you should have a page. And then your pocket. I'm sorry. Wait. Oh no, did I glue this on wrong? I did, I'm so sorry. Guys, this is gonna, it's not dry yet. Okay, I'm sorry. So, this is my front here, okay? It should have been back here where there's plain. So this is going this way. I accidentally glued it on the front instead of the back. So, hope that did not confuse anyone. I don't think it did. I guess it could go either way, but then your album will be backwards. It doesn't really hurt it. So again, let's try this again. I was like, where are my things at? So when you do it, so let's try this again. You should have the front, this pocket here, the page, another pocket, and this page. Now this is where you decide where you want your belly band. The first album, I had put it with this pocket, which is nice, but that's like pocket and pocket, or you could even put it on this blank paper. I guess I'll just put it where I had it because, you know, I don't want to confuse anyone. I want it to look like the same album. So I'm just making this little fun belly band. I'm putting it right here and popping that on. And there we go. And now we can just like decorate it. And I'm gonna just corner around this. Of course, you can distress, do whatever you want. I didn't do that this time. Just, and here I just added this so you could say like it's 2025 fall. I don't think I have another die like that, so Ben is just waiting here. I'm just gonna skip that and just kind of show you everything I just tucked in there. So we have some fun little tuck-ins. And of course I use some pretty sequins just to jazz it up just a little bit. But I'm going to just add a little thing here for the pocket. I'm gonna add a pretty die here. And something that fits. I guess we can just see the other one had a little bit more design going on, so I don't want it to look too plain. Let's see what we have here. I am just loving that the weather is changing, but you guys, you know it's going to get cold and we'll be complaining soon. Then I'll really be inside. I don't know if I'm going to want to run around when it's cold out. I do not like the cold. It just makes my body tight, and I'm like, no, 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 this is not good. All right. Let me grab some stickers. I will say this album is awesome, so let's put that up there. And of course, you can even use some of the sequins here if you want. These are old. I think these are from Walmart. I'll pop one on here. I'm just using my glue. Just regular glue. And then we've got our little belly band. And what did I put back there? I'm just going to stick, let's see. Okay, so I'm just going to put something in here. And I had a pretty flower on mine. Can I find another one is the question. Ooh, this one would be pretty. That's perfect for this. And I'm using double-sided foam tape, by the way. You guys know I like to do that in my albums because if I mess up, I can switch it around. So I always love something right in the center of my belly band. So it's coming along. Of course, you can add something in there on the top. But you obviously don't want it to stick out too much because this is not too forgiving. As I said, you can definitely push this up more to get it going. I had added a sequin on my belly band, but I put this on the first page. Maybe we can add another one. because nothing looks better than a sequin in an album, right? Maybe we'll put it on that side. I feel like we could even have a small one. So here, and then we have this page, which I just added basically a sticker on the page. But if you're doing photos or something, you can do that. I did a few stickers. Oh, this guy's so cute. I wish I had put him somewhere. I don't think he's going to look good like that, so I'm just going to leave that. And then maybe in the back, we can just add some lettering. And then, of course, you have your little back pocket here, too. And I'm just going to use some of the little Velcro strips. And I like to kind of do mine like this, so I can see it. So mine is going to go like this, obviously, but you can make yours this way too, and it's just as pretty and very similar to the other album I have, except I created something just a little bit different on this last one. So that's it. That's the album. This is the fun little fall wallet, and you can use up your little 6x8 paper pads, or you can just cut them up. And like I said, I had the 4x6, so it's great for like scraps as well. All right, guys, thank you so much, and hope to see you soon. And if there's anything you need for like fall, Halloween, if you need like a tree album, just something, I would love inspo too. So let me know what you need. All right, guys, see you soon.